Here with manager Lee Allinson after a 5-4 defeat to Bedford Town. Lee, before we get into the halves, why do you think it's important that we lose games in pre-season?
I don't think it's important to lose any game in pre-season. I think the old saying is you don't want to win every game in pre-season, but it doesn't really affect me if we win or lose as long as we get lots of positives out of it, which I felt tonight was loads. And we could have nicked one at the end there, but we were open massively in the end. But no, listen, I'm never happy losing, but during pre-season you have to take the positives out of tonight, and I felt that there was a lot of positives coming from tonight.
Do you think it's important that you see how people react after a loss, especially as a new team?
Yeah, I do, yeah, and as I say, we never give up. Again, we're lots of trialists, lots of younger players, we never give up, we kept fighting till the end, and as I say, we nearly had half a chance at the end there, and full credit to Bedford, they're a good side, they'll be up there, them and House Owen this year for me in that league, and they're decent. They're a decent outfit. So to compete with them as long as we did, I'm really pleased.
Yeah, first off, you would say probably we're the better of the two teams. How did you kind of see first half? Do you think it was a little bit, no disrespect, a little bit inexperience?
Listen, I felt we were excellent. I think if you look from Tuesday night, Caelan, we had 3 players playing from Tuesday. 2 of them were kind of forced on us because of the travel arrangements that we couldn't get Mikel here tonight. So Jordan Gents had to play again when we didn't really want to risk him, and Matty Miles was stiff as a board, and Donks was the only other one. Everyone else has not played on Tuesday, and I think that shows how far we've come as a football club. I felt that the boys were very, very good first half. We put some great moves together. We took our chances when they come. We had a couple of other chances. Yes, we could have defended the second goal better and possibly the first, but we've got a young, inexperienced centre half in the first goal, and Lewis has been brilliant tonight. He just got caught. He went in for a tackle, and you have to win them tackles, but it wasn't to be, and they played the ball back through where he was and finished it lovely. But as I say, I felt the first half was very, very good. And we need to kick off from that.
In the second half, there seems to be kind of goals flying in. How would you describe the second half?
Second half was a nightmare, mate, and not because of the performance, just because of the bodies. Everyone that we had on the bench was attackers, so we've had to go to a 3-5-2, which I don't really know my thoughts on a 3. I don't really like us playing it. We had young Kane, who's a centre midfielder, playing right hand side centre half. We had Callum Stead as a wing back. We had young Sam as a wing back, who's a centre forward. And a midfield of Sean Lucian, I think Drew and one other to finish the game, Leon, who's an under 18. So, listen, to come here and perform as we did for 60 minutes was really pleasing. Yes, we wasn't great after the changes, but I just put that down to we lost total shape. We're bringing on Liam McDevitt, who's played a real hard shift on Tuesday again. It's hard coming on as a sub. So as I say, I'm not reading too much into the second half. Me and Eddie know where we want to be. We know what we want now. We know what we're taking forward now to the last 3 pre-season games, and we'll kick on from there, hopefully.
You touched on it a little bit there. I think it was a prime example. Brad is playing about 3 or 4 different positions in the second half. How important is it to have this kind of depth this early on?
Jack's different class. My thoughts on Jack are he's a proper man. He's a proper leader. He play anywhere I tell him to play. He's a massive member of this squad. It's been a hard pre-season for him because he's been a little bit in and out. But now he can get a run of games under him. We'll see where he is on Saturday. He's had to play 90 tonight. He was outstanding, Jack, tonight, and that's the pleasing thing. And they're the little pleasing things, I thought Ruben was unplayable first half. I felt Callum Stead and Luca were very, very good, and Kane was really good in there. So they're the pleasing things for us tonight. Them positives of not having any game time into, we had no Forbesy tonight, no Shane Bush tonight, no Liam Brooks, no Matt Ball. I think there's 1 or 2 others as well that haven't got any game time. So that's the pleasing thing. The squad is strong, and we look really positive.
And what can you tell us about our next game on Saturday?
I just said to the boys there, I don't want to end on a negative in terms of the last 20 minutes. We have to focus on the first sort of 70, and we have to take that forward again. I felt that it was very good tonight, very intense. Again, Tuesday was really good, and I want us to really take that forward now. For Saturday's really important for me because it's a team at our kind of level, and then we go into Luton, Charlton, which they'll probably dominate the ball a lot more than what we'll have. So Saturday's really important that we're up and ready and at them from the off, and the boys, as I just said to them there, we've got 18 possibly 19 players there that are all up for a shirt for the first game of the season. It's down to them now to take the shirt, and I'm really pleased and impressed at where we are at this stage. But as I said to you, Tuesday night, leagues aren't won and lost here tonight. It all starts in 2 weeks Saturday. That's the big game, and I'd rather lose all the rest of the pre-season games if it means we win the first one. But as I say, we've got to go to Saturday and be ready and prepared, ready to really put in a shift.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.